That's dope. That's dope.
What is up, everybody? It is Monday, April 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Bitcoin is boring. Whole market's boring, dropping. People freaking out because it was so exciting for the last few days that when it just doesn't do anything, something must be wrong, right? We go into a full panic. Don't know what to do with ourselves. First, I gotta tell you to smash the thing. There's a thing with the thumbs. You go and hit that. I need you guys to hit that because then people will like me more or something. I don't know. I don't even know if there's evidence that if you hit the like button, it actually helps. I feel like that's just one of those memes that sort of like perpetuated itself through YouTube videos, and then YouTubers started saying it. So like, if you don't say it, then maybe the like button won't be smashed, and like 7 less people will smash you, and you'll get buried on YouTube, and nobody will ever see your video again. I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't really give a shit about smashing the like button. It's fine, but if you want to do it, it's cool. It's cool, and I'll subscribe to the channel. That would be great too. We're going to talk about the markets today. I don't know, guys. I did a video earlier with all of the news of the day. Not that much. Seems like there was a lot of news for a while there, and now there's less news. I think everybody's sort of focused on the Coinbase direct listing, which is this week, right? This week. It's not an IPO, not an IPO, not an IPO. It's a direct listing, which means existing shareholders can sell their shares to buyers, but there will be no new shares created. They are not raising money because Coinbase has mad cash. Coinbase, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, will be one of the biggest 10 companies in the world in the next few years. And you know why I can say that? Because all of you will forget that I said it and will never be able to find the clip and go back and tell me how stupid I was for saying that. And you know what? I don't like Coinbase that much. I want them to do well. It's good for Bitcoin, right? I don't like Goldman Sachs that much. I don't like Morgan Stanley that much. I don't really like any of these Wall Street douches that are getting their dirty little claws in our money, but they're all making the number go up. I like Michael Saylor. That guy's awesome. That guy's awesome. Like, it's like cheering Wall Street. We only do it because it helps us. We're not doing it because we want to cheer Wall Street. Those are the exact assholes that we're trying to like opt out of. I love it. It's like you get this exuberance about institutional money. They're buying all the Bitcoin you want. It's not great. It's only great if you got yours first. I got mine first. Did you? So like, yeah, it's cool when we hear about Wall Street. And also, it's just increasing the wealth divide when Wall Street gets their hands on something. Yeah, it's April 14th in 2 days, right? I mean, it's not like they're going to help poor people. Morgan Stanley's letting you buy Bitcoin or be exposed because only to the people, who have $2 million with Morgan Stanley. If you have $2 million, like an account with Charles Schwab, Morgan Stanley is not letting you touch their Bitcoin services. You got to have $2 million with Morgan Stanley. So, Jason, you guys may have not watched Jason Yanowitz on my podcast. If you didn't, then have fun staying poor. But he said that he has a friend who works at Morgan Stanley. And when they announced that, he called the guy at Morgan Stanley and they talked, and the guy sort of like laughed it off. But he said that the majority of Morgan Stanley's client base across the board, you've got like people up to billions of dollars, people down to, 100,000, whatever. The largest chunk of people who have money with Morgan Stanley have between $1.5 and $2 million invested with Morgan Stanley. So they set the bar at 2 million so that all the people who have 1.5 million but want exposure to crypto will have to invest more money with Morgan Stanley to get exposure to crypto. Not exactly altruistic, right? and not exactly what Bitcoin was built for or what crypto was built for. But hey, man, if you guys want to just keep pumping my bags, Wall Street, have at it. As I've said many times, this is the first time in history that retail has had the opportunity to front run the big money. A few weeks ago, Michael Saylor's like, hey guys, I'm going to raise some debt to buy $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. He literally told you that the number was going to go up because he was going to buy $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. So all you had to do was buy $1 billion Bitcoin before Michael Saylor did exactly what he told you he was going to do. So you know what? That's awesome. Let's get it. But let's not pretend that Wall Street and institutions and all of this are the good guys. The only reason they're good is because they're going to help the number go up. Just remember that. Yeah, I want pensions and endowments and sovereign wealth. Yeah, I want them to buy Bitcoin because I already have Bitcoin. But if I didn't have it already, I would definitely want them to chill and slow their roll a little bit so I could accumulate. At least, you don't have to buy a share of Bitcoin. I still get that like thing where it's like, I want to buy Bitcoin. It's just one of them is so expensive. So expensive. Like, yeah. Anyways, narratives. It's fun. So listen, I'm not as bullish as everyone right now. I'm not bearish. I'm so okay. Let me rephrase that. I hate the terms bullish and bearish. I am mega bullish on Bitcoin long term. Today, I'm a little less bullish because one of my indicators that says, hey, bro, chill, it's going off. I'm going to just go ahead and show you. Let's just go look. I'll have to share screen. Share screen. Here it is. Simple. There's bearish divergence with RSI on the 4-hour chart. That's top. For me, that's top. It doesn't not like forever top. Oh my God, Scott Milker's on a live stream talking about Bitcoin topping for the next generation. No, maybe today. Maybe this week. I don't know. You see what happens. I mean, these divs, I can go back. I don't have them all marked anymore, but there's so many Bitcoin tops and bottoms. There's a bear div right there. The top right there. Right here. That's a top. Good news is it didn't get to overbought. So we still have not made the trip from oversold to overbought technically. Let's see if that's true. Yeah, see? Missed it. Only 69.57. Didn't get to 70, bitches. But the good news, as I said, and people like to say I'm hedging. Right, I'm hedging. I'm stupid. Higher low, potentially lower low on RSI. That would give us hidden bullish divergence, which would effectively cancel this bear div and go back up. But when you see this, it confirmed here, you don't buy into resistance on a bear div. We're just kind of chilling here, right? I mean, we're right under the all-time high. I'm not worried. I'm just not exuberant. This weekend, it had that feeling. That peak exuberance, and I love all these guys on Twitter. They're killing it. But the influences, we were starting to see a lot of cars and watches, a whole lot of people bragging about their old calls and how we hit the target, but this thing ain't stopping. That's called greed. BNB hit my target, $600. I have zero interest in BNB anymore. Not saying it's not going up. It hit my target. I am done. For a trade. If you're an investor, have at it. If you were trading BNB, I had 12 days ago. It's doubled since or something. Let's look at it. That's, by the way, that's the BNB monthly chart. I didn't know this was pulled up on monthly, but that's the monthly chart. My God. 1 year ago in March, you could buy it at $6.37. It's $582. It topped at what, $638? But listen, we had a BNB trade way down here, but it was right here, 266. So it's still more than double, almost not triple, but almost in 2 weeks. I made a whole video about it. I only make videos generally about, about swaths of altcoins and Bitcoin and Ethereum and large shit. I took the time out of my day to make an entire video about just this setup because it's so beautiful. not saying like whatever, I was right, big deal, doesn't matter. But like it hit $600. Like what? I don't need to be in it anymore. I'm good. I'm good. Right? Keep your moon bag. Keep your 10% or your 20% of the bag and go about your life. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm not saying it topped. I don't know. I haven't even looked at it. I just know that it hit exactly where I wanted it to hit. And oh yeah, I will say this. That top candle was the largest volume candle on this whole move by far, by double. We had bigger candles over here. That's way back in February. And with that wick up. Now, it's not that bad of a candle, but that has the potential to look like a blow off top. Like, I don't know if any of you have ever done this, because crypto, but it's called sex. You know what happens at the end? This blow off top. Right. Wick up, rejected, huge volume. So you just want us now, like maybe this will just consolidate for another move up for sure, but you got to be very cautious when you see something like that. Let's look at it on the Bitcoin pair. I mean, just freaking epic. And yeah, and this, I posted this trade here on the Bitcoin pair right here in demand. That was like 2 weeks ago or something. It's crazy. I can't believe it. Posted another one when we flipped the EQ. These are all like in the newsletter, which you can sign up for right down in the description. Kind of same thing, right? Huge volume, same sort of candle, actually. Kind of funky. But yeah, I mean, this, I'm not saying it will drop, but it needs to breathe eventually. Like pair, you know, so like maybe you get a little thing and you get an entry down in this area or something, you know, where there was consolidation. I don't know. But hard to like jump into this here. Straight up. What a chart. What a chart. I know you guys are probably yabber chabbering over here, so I'm going to come over really quick. What about BNB? There you go, bro. Brent's new to the newsletter. Brent's a very positive person. He's given me some great feedback. Just reading through the comments here. Yeah, it probably isn't stopping, but I don't care. Like if you set a target for a trade, you take profit at your target. This dude says cringe. It probably means me, but his picture is actually him shirtless and holding his balls. What changed about your approach to taking profit this bull run versus 17, 18? Do you have a defined process? What changed is that this time I'm actually taking profit and not having fun staying poor. That's not true. I took profit then too, but I was very bad at it. Thought that I was going to go forever like everyone else. And I rode a whole lot of 2018 pain. Although, you know, I sold a lot near the top. Doesn't change the fact that it is what it is. You know, I would say that my approach to taking profit this bull run, well, first, I don't really take much profit on Bitcoin. I sold like 2.5% of my stack around 40,000. And I bought more above that, to be quite honest. But I'm in like tens of alt positions, you know, Uniswap things I bought at public sales, private sales, things that I FOMO'd into, like fun, you know, whatever. Didn't really FOMO into anything, but, you know, and like if I'm up 20, 30, 100, 200x, I'm selling very progressively. So I would say that with altcoins, like I'm selling my positions as they go up. Generally, it's based on a chart, you know, at levels of resistance and stuff. But with some of this more esoteric small stuff, it goes up 20%, I sell some. Goes up 20%, I sell some. Goes up 20%. I do not want to get caught. Like, listen, guys, there's like 50 coins hitting the market every day, it seems. Some of them are going to be amazing. One of them might even be Amazon, but most of them are pets.com. And eventually someone will be left holding the bag. Just the way it is. If you think you happen to have gone like all in, don't do that. On the one coin that's going to change the world, just understand there's like a 90% chance that you're going to be a very broke person. Just the way it is, because even the best idea, the best whatever, like execution is everything. And most of these coins will not be here in 5 years. And that's fine. Innovation happens because a whole lot of people try really crazy things, but only a few of them are going to succeed. You have to understand that. So don't get overly excited and insane about any of this stuff. I think a lot of it is really amazing and a lot of it will do very well, but just the nature of it. But to answer, I scale in and I scale out. So I'm constantly selling. A lot of people are buyers right now and a lot of coins and stuff. I'm generally a seller, not because I think the market's going way higher. You guys know that. And I'm not talking about Bitcoin or Ethereum. I still buy Ethereum. Everything else goes up. I sell some. Some I put back into Bitcoin, some I take for taxes, some I take so that I can buy a yacht one day. I want a fucking yacht. You want a yacht? I want a yacht. Get a yacht. Although I will say, and this is going to be explicit, these are not my words, but I want to tell you, very old saying on Wall Street that's very, very wise. If it flies, floats, or FX, rent it. That's what they say on Wall Street. So I'll rent a yacht and a boat. But as for the other one, you should all happily marry people that you love. That one's inaccurate. Everyone's inaccurate. And this is accurate. Everyone wants the lottery ticket. That's right. That's right. And you know how many people lose money on the lottery? And you know who the people that lose money on the lottery are. Not only that, first of all, it's mostly poor people that play the lottery, obviously, because it's a dream. So they put too much money into something thinking that it's going to make them millions. That's what people do with these low cap trades as well, right? They go all in on some coin. They think it's going to make them a millionaire. First of all, they all lose their money. It disproportionately hurts the people who can't afford it because rich people don't give a shit if they lose $1 on a lottery ticket. They probably won't. But the most interesting stat, I think, is that 75% of the people who win the lottery end up broke within 3 years. They don't know how to manage it. They get rich too fast and they start spending like assholes and they lose all their money. So even if you win the lottery, you're probably going to end up broke. That's the sad reality. Even the people who make millions, like 50, 60, $80 million broke in 3 years. Because the thing is about money is if you get it too fast, you lose it just as fast. You have to earn it slowly and progressively to appreciate it and protect it. I really think that's true. Anyways, I've got bad allergies in my throat. Let's go back to the charts. So Bitcoin, yeah, listen, I mean, nothing terrible here. Like I said, I'm concerned slightly about this, but it already looks like there's potential hidden bullish divergence. You would need this to elbow up. You would need this to confirm the low by making a move higher, but that's fine for now. But at the end of the day, we're still just ranging, right? And we're under here. This is your range, right? From 61,795 at the all-time high down to 50,303. Last week, we had a lot of panic, and I calmly said, hey, man, we're retesting this descending resistance, and this is the EQ of the range. That's the equilibrium, that dashed line. Bounced right there. Great. Not saying I'm some kind of sage. I'm just saying that, like, if you look at charts and you trade ranges, you don't panic at support, right? You expect support to be tested, head up to resistance. What I don't love here, and I shared this in the newsletter earlier. Okay, we had this here, right? Like 4 up wicks before that drop. Okay, well, now we've pushed through that area, which is great. But now we're starting to see the same thing here, right? Which means resistance, supply. There's supply here because we're almost under this, and anyone who missed selling here is real eager to sell. So we got to get through, we got to clear all those sell orders. And right now, I would say that by looking at these daily candles, even though price has gone up, volume is like a flaming bag of poop. There's none. And there's a lot of upwicks. Like every time it goes up, we see a push back down. 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 That's an arrow. I can't draw. I don't draw. I'm the worst artist outside of music. Very good at music. I'm terrible. So, and these, you know, this is like this candle is a pause. This, you know, the spinning top. And if we see this one following it, another spinning top with a longer wick. Now the day is far from closed. It doesn't matter. We're 5.5 hours. But I'm saying if you saw this, it kind of has a shooting star vibe. If you see another down candle after it, hey, you're probably coming back down here. And who cares? It's still ranging. Like literally, it doesn't even matter if we go to 50. Who cares? Doesn't matter. But alts care. So like, we just had these huge moves on alts twice. It's like we had alts move, then they paused for a while, they went up. Time to chill. The only one I like right now, I can't even say it. Hurts to say it. Although it doesn't hurt to say it. I made so much money on TRX in that run a few years ago. I bought it at like 20 sats and I sold like the last 10% of my bag at 2,000 sats. It was one of the best trades of my life. But TRX, because the reason I like it, first, this move up, this is a weekly chart. It's a weekly chart. So 2 weeks ago, this moved first, right? It was the first dinosaur coin or ancient 2007, whatever people call them, coin to move. Then we saw XRP and Litecoin and all this stuff moving. ADA was also very early. Then it consolidated here. This wick I don't love. But here, like we're sitting on this line, getting ready to potentially push up. And TRX has not dropped today with Bitcoin moving. So listen, this could take months. It could be 2022 before we're up here. But technically, looking at this chart, it looks exceptionally bottomed and like it's ready to continue up. And you're seeing an increase in volume in general. It's the one I like. Looking at the charts, the one I like. And of course, on the USD pair, I mean, it's in price discovery. But that's because Bitcoin went up. That's like the listen, we all do it. Like, it's funny to talk about all-time highs in dollars. Like, Ethereum, all-time high. Look, guys, all-time high. Look, guys. Oh, that has bear divs too. Look, guys, not an all-time high, right? Like, it has to do with basically a 5x from here to get to the all-time high against Bitcoin. So, yes, they're all-time highs. It's worth celebrating. But if you just held Bitcoin, you'd have 5 times as much money. So, I don't know. Most of these all-time highs are a result of Bitcoin's bullish move and not a move in the coins themselves. And that was interesting. I just saw, and I was looking earlier. I said this, I tweeted this, I said in the newsletter, like I spent the whole morning looking for setups, expecting I was going to find like all these incredible alt setups because they've been so good all weekend or last week. Not much. Not much. Everything looks toppy to me. Right? So let's make that red so you know that it's bearish. Right? That's bear div. Now this, no, that's no hidden bull div there. So yeah, we just got a bear div there. XRP, glaring bear div. It's weekly. It doesn't really matter. Glaring potential bear div here on the daily. Massive bear div on the 4-hour. I'm not saying they're all going to drop. I'm just saying if you need signals, let's look at Litecoin. I haven't looked. I mean, that's over a longer period that I care about, and that's not bearish divergence, so less worried about that one. I like Litecoin still too. I mean, that's close. By the way, if like one of them's equal as opposed to making a clear lower high, it's called exaggerated bullish or bearish divergence and still counts, but it's not as strong of a signal. I mean, I still think Litecoin should be headed eventually to $346, but it's interesting. There's a lot. I mean, these bear divs are everywhere. There's Litecoin, Bitcoin, huge. And they're not printing hidden bull divs yet. I'm not saying like the market has topped. I don't want you guys to think that. I'm just saying like maybe don't go buy a bunch of stuff today. Does this have one? I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, TRX managed to make its highest here. No bear div. None. That's, it's encouraging. It's encouraging. Some dude went on Twitter and said I was notoriously paid by Justin Sun. Never made a penny for, I would take his money. Probably, I wouldn't do anything for it, but like if Justin Sun wants to give me money, who wouldn't take it? But no, I've never been paid by Justin Sun. And Bitcoin dominance looks like it could bounce here too. I don't know. Pretty careful. Be pretty careful right now. That's all I'm getting at. Let me come back to the chat, see what's happening. Yeah, hardly any setups. How do you feel about TRX? Hopefully I got to that one for you. If y'all are new, haven't seen the interview with Dave Mercer or Mark Yusko, I highly recommend you go back and pay attention. Thank you. That's true. My podcast with Mark Yusko last week, and like I said, the secret to podcasting at this point for me is like find someone really smart and shut up, and then let them talk. Because man, let me tell you. That guy is a genius. But David Mercer, really interesting, the CEO of LMAX, and probably has more insight into what's happening in the institutional space because they are the platform that's servicing institutional money. This dude went down the rabbit hole. A lot of you might not know that music is kind of my first thing. Crypto is very secondary. I just kind of took a break. But yeah. I'm just trying to go through here. MC Milk. Oh yeah, we were making audio 2 jokes on Twitter today. MCMI, people call me Milk. When I wasn't up your party, I feel no guilt. Gizmo's cutting. Yeah. You guys know that one? Milk is chilling. Giz is chilling. What more can I say? Top billing, that's what we get. Got it good. Since you understood, would you stop scheming and look at... Okay, I'll stop. Those are all my albums back there. Everything on that wall was an album that I put out at some point. Do I expect any larger drops from BNB? It's been going up forever. Yeah, nothing goes forever. So yes, but the problem is it's a fool's errand to try to figure out exactly where the top is, right? So that looked like a top today. Doesn't mean it will be, but blow off top, lots of volume. It's got the signs. But listen, BNB is going to keep being used. It's going to continue going up. Whatever. Good afternoon to you, Boxford Angel. I kind of just talked about ETH, but I can go a little deep. I mean, I love ETH. It does have a bear div, I think we said. I mean, made a new all-time high today. But if we drill in, it also... Oops. Those are all my alerts. When I tell you guys I set alerts to trade, I was not kidding. Like, this is cool that it made a new all-time high, but not the fashion that it did it in. Let's look at this. This is very, very, very local little range. And it's not really an SFP if it's this close on a 4-hour chart. But there's lots of liquidity here, clearly, and this broke the bottom. So maybe like you grab it down here. I mean, I'm very bullish on ETH, but here's your demand. That's your trading range. So let me change colors. You would expect this, it almost did. So, but if you come to here, you should have some buying interest because there was all this price action here, right? So this is sort of a gap, sort of fills it. Not the gap in the traditional sense. But yeah, this broke DQ, retested as resistance. Maybe it comes down. Otherwise, though, now after this, you want to be clearly above these. But I'm very bullish on Ethereum. And, this is the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. Yeah, it has a bear div. But like I told you guys here, when I saw this is a bullish SFP, and when it broke here, so, that was not that much, 20% ago. Ethereum, apparently that's like a meaningful move. I don't know. ADA, please. I have ADA opened. It just doesn't do anything anymore. It did. So I did say that it would be a head and shoulders if it broke down this line potentially, and it bounced right off of it. Nice fake out. Still got to get above that, in my opinion. Just not that exciting right now. But on the USD pair, it is still in an ascending triangle. But you want to wait till it breaks this to trade it. So it's not really that exciting. Like this, you could enter here because this was support with a stop like here. So if you bought here, good job. But otherwise, you want to trade it like this. But another, like they don't go up forever. They stop and they chill and they consolidate. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. Yeah, not a coin. That's my car. Yes, I just talked about TRX at length. I'm not, if you're talking about Coinbase, again, it's a direct listing, but I'm not positioning myself because I don't care. And I don't trade Bitcoin based on what's going to happen this week. I tweeted this the other day. Interesting responses. I said, you shouldn't really care about what happens to Bitcoin in the next 24 hours. You should care what happens in the next 24 years. Like, that's what I'm in it for. I view Bitcoin itself. All the other coins are like really fun, and some, as I said, will emerge and some will die, and that's great. It's really exciting. But Bitcoin is like a trust fund for the kids, you know. So I'm not really positioning myself at all. I have no idea how it will affect the market, but I mean, it's not like we don't know it's coming. Like, why would Coinbase direct listing change the price of Bitcoin on that day? Maybe there'll be some volatility as a result, but like, is it surprising anyone? I don't think so. Oh yeah, I forgot to open Link. I was trying to look at kind of the larger cap coins here. They've been largely moving. Oops, wrong button, bro. Oh, fucking boring. It's boring. Nothing. That line seems important. My gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4 candles directly. Can't break it. Oh no, it'd be cool to buy Link here. It's fine. It's fine. I wouldn't touch Link until it's above 36.92 and goes into price discovery, and then we have like a BNB type situation. I just don't see any like real anything particularly exciting. Just don't like the market today very much. It's fine. It's fine. I just did TRX. I literally just did it. You want me to do it twice? I used to be a DJ, and people would be like, you know, with song requests, which, by the way, I used to have like signs about not requesting stuff. People used to like put their phone in my face with a song written on it, and I would take it and like look at it, and then I would like throw it behind me where they couldn't get it. I used to be a real dick when I was DJing. You can ask Emmy. I was not nice. I was not the same guy. But like a DJ, like you literally like finish playing a song and some drunk idiot girl runs up to you and is like, I was in the bathroom. That was my song. I only heard the end of it. Could you play it again? No, I'm not. I don't work for you. You're not my boss. But no, I'm not going to go back and do TRX again because I just did that. You're cool. Maybe you missed it. Vet. Yeah, Vet, I think. Vet's another one. Hit the target, in my opinion. You don't want to hear it. I'm not saying it's not going to keep going up, but it hit the target. That's it. That was the target. I said it 100 times. 237. It went to 245. Now it's dumping. All these coins hit their targets. That's why I'm saying I'm not that bullish right now. Like today, I'm bullish. I'm very bullish. Everything's going to go up, but I'm just not that bullish today. A lot of things hit their targets. Let's see. We want to bet that this has a bearish divergence? Doesn't. Does not. Does not, Vet. You Chad. Managed. I was wrong. Sorry, I was wrong about you. Maybe it has one in the 4 hour. Yeah, it does. So shut up. I mean, it's done. For me, it's done. Like if you were trading it, I'm sure it'll, like if you're an investor, none of this matters. But if you were trading it, that just hit your target. There's no reason you should have been looking for a higher target on Vet than what it just hit. At least on the Bitcoin pair. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. Don't go all maxi on me. See, now you guys are just going to spam me with these things. I'm not going to look at them. Yeah. So yeah, Mark Yusko on my podcast said that, was it NutraSweet or one of them, whatever, aspartame, the artificial sweeteners that make diet soda, healthy because they have no carbs. Oh my God. So such a farce. Sugar. That when they tested, I think he said nuclear weapons, you would walk in the room or like walk out there and there would be this sweet taste in the air. And they were like, why does it taste so sweet after they drop a literal nuclear bomb or test a bomb? And they're like, oh, that's, the chemicals that come from formaldehyde when you burn it at high temperatures. That's how they discovered like NutraSweet, which is in your drinks. That's what you're drinking. It's like blown up formaldehyde. The sweet taste of a nuclear reaction in your face. See, that's a good request, though. Creedence Clearwater Revival Fortunate Son. DMX, I'm very sad about that. I'll look at Engine because everybody won't shut up about it. Allergies are kicking. That's not the right chart. I don't know. It's breaking support after the all-time high. It's not that great. Another blow off top. Days ago, though. This time that was days ago. Bitcoin pair. I don't know. Not great. That's a savage bearish SFP. All that time just to get rejected. So I think you buy that down here somewhere. I don't know. Doesn't look great. Sure, it'll go right back up now that I said it. Like it'll literally go up like 75% right now. Doesn't look great. Just doesn't look great. Coke is poison. That's correct. I don't drink soda. Yeah, I've looked at this already. And now it's like I can't even look at the comments anymore because it's just you guys asking my opinion on stuff. A bunch of people asked about Adam. I'll look at that. I thought it was breaking out of here. Didn't, but it's above support and bouncing nicely. It looks fine. I would get rid of this at this point. Clearly fake. Fake news. I would say that we have a really nice ascending triangle now. Ooh, I like that. Note to self. I'll write that down for tomorrow's newsletter, potentially, depending on where it's at. But now we have a really nice ascending triangle, right? Down, up, down, well, down, up. So technically, but 1, 2, 3 touches and 2 up, I'll take it. So, but the trade on an ascending triangle is either a bounce off this line with a tight stop or here. But I like that. I think Adam looks pretty good there. I like this 4-hour candle that we're seeing. That's nice. That's nice. That looks better than most. Ooh, it tried. If it closes above that line, I think it's going to $41. That's a pretty interesting spot here. You want to see this close like above this blue line, in my opinion. But it's a really nice setup. A lot of potential. A lot of potential in that one. I see potential in that guy. A lot of potential. Steak. You should have steak for dinner. I tweeted this today also. Like, people basically think I'm Google. They think I'm Google. Yeah, I'm trying to look through the comments to like answer any interesting questions and stuff. And I don't know. Oh, here you go. You have an upcoming interview. Yeah, I'm doing an AMA with Anthony from Nexo. I think they're great. I think there's a lot of great platforms. I have my money on like 4 of them. Voyager, Celsius, BlockFi, Nexo. Because I don't want all my money that I'm earning interest on one. I think they're all great in their own way, to be quite honest. I do want to look at DOT. I already looked at BNB, bro. Just rewind. Go on. You're on Periscope. Go sign on YouTube. DOT looks crappy. Boring. Rejected. And I pointed this out the other day. People are getting real excited about DOT right about here at resistance. These are all hit their targets. That's the thing that's making me cautious right now. Like all these big moves, they hit exactly where you would have want them to hit. So what more do you want, man? I don't know. XRP. I don't know, man. Just not feeling it right now. Maybe they'll all reverse like right now. Because they are, a couple of them are putting in these little kind of reversal candles. Yeah, maybe this little downside move is over. We'll have to wait until an hour and a half from now to see if this potentially makes hidden bullish divergence, in which case we need to see that move up right there. Why my Twitter's open, but we do not need that. Do not need you guys up in my DMs. I do the live videos like 3 times a week, usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday at this time, sometimes a fourth. And then I do the shorter videos at least 3 or 4 times a week. Keeping it pretty big, whatever. What's the best way to cash out large 7-figure plus amounts, say for taxes? It's kind of a vague question, but since you're WV, I'm assuming you're in West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home. Country road. All my Americans will know that John Denver song. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. The best way, if you can, is to wait a year and not pay short-term capital gains. After that, doesn't matter. Sell that shit. There's enough liquidity on Bitcoin to sell 7 figures in 30 seconds. Have at it. Do your thing. That's Kenny Rogers, though. You got no when to hold 'em, no when to fold 'em, no when to walk away, no when to run. You never count your money. When sitting at the table, there's time enough count when the dealing's done. I would love to do Shift versus Sailor on the Wolf of Wall Street's podcast. I'm going to try to do that. Yeah, I love comments like this. Okay, I mean, whatever. Why does everyone ignore BAT? Who is everyone? Because I would bet there's millions of people who are interested in BAT. Are you mad that I'm ignoring it? You don't hear enough about it? Because you can just Google search it and see everyone that's talking about it. But I don't think everyone ignores BAT. I think that's in your mind. I think that is in your mind. This is a great question. Teddy Dupay. Those are little white guys that shot threes for the Gators. Sure, I'll chart it. Sure, I'll look at BAT because your silly coin nobody likes it. Give it to Scott. He'll do the charity coin. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold. I would bet almost anything there is a massive bearish divergence here and that this looks crappy. And there is. And I'll tell you why, because this was your top volume and price kept going up as volume kept going down. Usually when volume drops after a move like this, you see it consolidate down, hence a bull flag. But look, big bear div. I would say that BAT will go, I have no idea. Could go like this. I would say the BAT will do this. Come down to like here. That's what I think. Wrong. That looked like a sperm. Or thing that a sperm comes out of. Yeah, it's fine. I don't think BAT looks that great. I think it had an amazing move. Maybe if you're looking at the Bitcoin pair, I'd say maybe you come down and buy it here. Nothing wrong with it. It's not bearish, but I think it might have topped for a little while. Okay. Do you feel better now? We looked at BAT. We looked at BAT. We looked at it. I don't know, man. You guys comments of us. My DJ name was the Melker Project, and my name Scott Melker. You can find tons of it. It's all over the internet. I love you guys keep asking for shit I already looked at. How can you tell the difference between a cup and handle and a double top? It's a good question. First of all, okay, let me try to. I'm going to try to make an example. Okay, let's take this chart, for example. Okay. This is not a cup and handle or a double top. Here's what I'm going to do. Just going to draw for you. Okay. Price comes up here, goes down here, comes up. I'm going to do it like this. Comes up here, goes like this, comes up here, right? So what do we have here? Is it a double top or a cup and handle? Well, the important point is you can't even say the word double top until this is broken. So it's only a double top if it comes below here. You have to break the swing low between the two of them. So it's not remotely a double top at all, right? The cup and handle comes down like this, right? It makes the handle like a bull flag, boop, 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 and goes up like that, right? And if you're going to trade a cup and handle, basically pull fibs, and you don't want the handle to go past the 50%, right? So it would, if the handle comes down here, it's no longer a cup and handle. It's come back too far. Maybe like 61.8% or 38.2, whatever. These are backwards, by the way. Right? So for it to be a double top, you have to be all the way down here. So to even talk about double top, your cup and handle is crazy invalidated already because you're so far down here. But you can't double top. This is like, you can't call this a double top. In this case, for this to be a double top, what we're looking at right now, let me just do it this way. Take it up and drop it. Back my range, bro. Yeah, people screaming double top here. You have to break this. This is the swing low between the two tops. It's not a double top unless you see this. And then you would trade it here and try to catch it down. Right? So yeah, if this was a cup and handle, you would consolidate here and then break up, and you can buy it here above the two tops if you're worried about double top. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Makes sense. Good. I did not look at glitch protocol on Dex Tools because it's like the most random shit I've ever seen. Sorry. I'm not like opening Dex Tools. Yes, Voyager is behind. I have a withdrawal that's been going for about 11, 12 days. I talked to them and they're all in the queue and it's all happening. There's nothing to worry about. They're just smashed with business. No, I've never heard of that. Elrond boring. It just made an all-time high. Like today or yesterday. I mean, no, not boring. Really exciting. And that retested the all-time highest support. This actually looks pretty good. Not boring. Let's look at it on the daily. Today's daily candle ain't great, but it bounced right off support. So as long as you're above that, I think you're chilling. Milk is chilling. Yeah, I mean, maybe you catch it down here or like here, but this looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Weren't we gonna? We were looking at DOT. Oh yeah, it was trash. Looked like shit. Nothing looks great. They made their moves. Maybe now we do the large cap down into mid caps, down into small caps, Bitcoin, like the old Altseason thing. But like, let's talk, right? This is starting to look very Altseason-ish, to be honest, even though it took a while. But like, if you guys have heard about Altseasons in 2017, maybe you weren't here. This is all like, oh, that's not what I want. Oh, stop. Okay. When you had like these epic Altseasons, this is one. This is one. That's 1 week. Look how far Bitcoin dominance dropped. And this is an Altseason, just very slow. And this is starting to shape up into something, but that could be it. Like that could have been Altseason. That's great. Look what Bitcoin dominance did before these Altseasons. Bitcoin dominance was 94% of the market before, and then altcoins started being entered. But like, also, let's not forget that part of this drop is the fact that every time an altcoin is added, a baby cries or something, but every time an altcoin is added, you're adding more altcoin market cap and you're not adding any more Bitcoin to be dominant against it. So I would say that there's going to be a natural downward progression of Bitcoin dominance just based on the fact that literally 17 different members of my extended family are trying to launch coins in the next 3 weeks. That's not true, but that was just an example of literally everyone is launching altcoins. So, market needs milk. I'm trying to get through this. I used to be 70% Bitcoin at all times. Then I started considering Ethereum a long-term hold. So I consider 70% of my portfolio should be long-term holds. So just under 50% of my total portfolio is Bitcoin. And then I have another 20% that's like in Ethereum, and then like the last 10 or 20% of altcoin positions that I've had and like mooned, and I keep that 10 or 20% and move it into the long-term holds just as like a moon bag. But I like to be like around 50% Bitcoin, 40 at the lowest, probably. Depends. 0? I don't know, man. Don't know. So I have 1 million coins. I have like probably 7,000 coins. I'm just kidding. I used to keep it really small, but when it's a market like this and there's things launching, I like to take very small positions in a lot of coins. Like all these like new ones that launch on Uniswap and stuff. I like to take a little tiny chunk because a lot of them will do a 30x and a lot of them will go to 0, and I just sell them when they go up. It's like playing whack-a-mole. You ever go to the like county fair and you get the big, huge furry microphone hammer and like the little moles come up and try to knock them down? That's what trading low caps is like. I do not recommend this. It's such a small part of my portfolio. It's literally like they can all go to 0. I would not even notice. I don't give a shit, but that's what it's like. And one goes up, sell. One goes up, sell. But I am looking to sell all the time. Looking to sell. I'll look at Chili's because you said you're a big fan from Argentina, and I love Argentinians. I'll could be done here, guys, in the next couple minutes because my throat hurt. Chili's was kind of good. Looked bad, but it breakout retest. I would say if you get above here, you're starting to be in business. If alts are going to do well, this is a pretty good area. I may be above this line. That looks pretty good, though, to be honest. Let's be honest. Lacking volume. But it did get a spike in volume here at the bottom. And volume is going up a little bit. Actually, 5 hours left in the day. I think that looks pretty good. I just want to be above that. Not bad. Don't cry for me, Argentina. 9,000 people. I haven't. Someone just asked for Ethereum Classic. I literally forgot that coin exists. Forgot. SXP. Why is everybody asking about SXP again all of a sudden? I don't know which one of these will be the right chart. So, I mean, it's fine. Broke up from that wedge yet again. Hit its all-time high and kind of got rejected. They all kind of these coins. I would buy it. Already retested, but I'd buy it down here if it comes down. Otherwise, I don't know. Another kind of topperson. I bet it has a bit bear div. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a div. It's slight bear div, but also hidden bullish divergence developing. So it's fine. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look great. I just don't see a reason to be trading right now. We just had it. The reason was this like last few days or whatever was great. Beyond that, man, I don't know. And now we've gone fully into every single comment being requests, and I got to go anyways. So I'm going to, lock it up. Guys, you're great. It's been a pleasure. I would just say be cautious and watch that divergence, potentially that hidden bullish divergence on Bitcoin. If we see that, think we're clear sailing again to head back up. But Mondays haven't been great for a while, so just chill. But like, sit on your hands sometimes. Just don't trade. Go like find a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Maybe like learn to water ski. I don't know. If you never slalom before, now's a good time to learn to slalom. But chill. Sit on your hands. Don't trade if there's nothing that's looking good. Smash the thing. Sign up for my newsletter if you haven't. There's a free version and a paid version. You can do that or don't. I won't know. I'll never know if you did. I don't know you. And otherwise, I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. So until that time, until then, I say, peace yourself.
That's dope.